Hey, Empress Vibrant here. Hope everybody is bliss. Welcome to your daily reading. It is the 8th of the 12th, 2020. Hope everybody slept and rose well. If you haven't done already, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Every day at 7:30 a.m. Well, weekday dawnings at 7:30 a.m. I do my daily readings. To catch it on the live, add me at Empress Vibrant. Yeah, I'm about to link onto it now. Let's see what the energies are. All right, so let's get into the energy. While I am shuffling, call upon clarity that you would like today. What messages are for you? Remember, these messages are very general, so they may not resonate with everyone. So take the messages as they resonate, leave what doesn't. I'm sure you will find something that's for you or one of your loved ones. Hey, Kamaya. How you doing, sweetheart? Right, so we're getting into the energy. Yes. Salam, Dada. Salam. Very well. Everything peaceful, you know? Everything all right. So let's get up into the energy. Let's see what I want. Okay. So what is for universe? What is the message for today? Collective. Collective message. We've got two. Okay. We've got two messages. So we'll break them down individually, and then we'll go into the tarot. So today I've picked from the Sacred Geometry. The first card that came out was number 25, Integrity. Integrity. All right. So this is about being true and original. Someone has integrity, they've got like good moral fiber and things like that, isn't it? Let's see what the energy is. I'm seeing all kinds of images. So the message is, the energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by the high moral standards. Right, okay, so let me say that again. So the message is integrity number 25. The energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by a high moral standards. So like I said, good moral fiber. This can be a challenge sometimes. And the reason why I say that is because I'm hearing challenge. So sometimes to be, say, express your true feelings, who you are, and being honest means that sometimes you step on people's toes. Sometimes you realize that the things that you find to be true, others do not. So sometimes I feel that there are some who find it difficult to stand in their true integrity, be fully themselves, be honest and truthful, for fear of upsetting people or fear of sounding different to everybody. But the moral part, I find, is a great area as well, because we have with us the, whether you are religious or not, we find our moral fiber or our moral teachings from religious standpoints, spiritual beliefs. So we're talking about thou shalt not kill, you know what I mean? The moral things we think about, like being kind to the elderly and children, keeping each other safe. What are the moral things that you find difficult to hold up your end of the bargain when it comes to dealing with people? Or slip of the hand. Don't worry about it, girlie. So it's more or less, us having to really ruminate on what is our morals and where do we find ourselves compromising those morals, compromising where we stand, what we stand for, and to being honest and truthful. So that one's a very, very interesting card because it's one that poses a sometimes an inner conflict where we all want to make sure that we are morally right in the things that we are doing, morally right in the choices that we are making for ourselves and our family and our wider world. So those things come into question. And then we've got number 32, which is presence. The energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and the now. So let me say that again. Number 32, presence. The energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and the now. So I love presence because it's also talking about being focused on your journey, focused on who you are, your moral fiber, focused on your integrity, how you present yourself to the world, how you feel about yourself, how you are expressing your morals, what you truly believe in, your highest intentions. But meanwhile, still being here and present for the journey, watching it unfold and being okay to watch it unfold, but being focused and intentional about being here, expressing it, receiving the lessons, and being constantly stretched. Because if we are being called to be honest and truthful, but also being guided by that moral fiber, there is an intelligence that is attached to that. Hey, darlings, Divine Dawning. There is an intelligence around being truthful and honest, but also have that balance between your moral fiber. Because now we're talking about our integrity, what we truly stand for, what we truly believe. And like I said, at times we are not fully truthful to others, neither ourselves at times. But sometimes we will use well, I'm just being honest, I'm just being real, to divulge and say what the feelings are inside, leaving behind the moral context. If I use damaging words, what will it do? If I use demeaning behavior, what is the outcome? Do you get what I mean? So there is a balance between that integrity, being who you truly are, but also being led by the moral standards. So that one there, that one there is a balancing act. But those who are able to find that balance, things shouldn't be so difficult, although it's a challenge all in itself, especially to stay present. So to focus on who you are, being honest, talking the business, being transparent, making sure your moral fibers, the where you're coming from is from a moral standing. And now we're talking about being present at the same time, making sure that we're here, recognizing what's happening, but not being so focused on the outcomes tomorrow, the day after, but rather what's happening today in us right now, the expression. Wow. Resonating and being called to work on my throat chakra. Yes, 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 yes. And we've got that blue in integrity as well. We've got the blue for the throat chakra here, and we also have the green for the heart. So whatever you're going to be speaking is going to soothe your heart. So definitely run with the intuition that you are feeling at this time. Let's go into the tarot and find out why integrity is here, why this is a theme for us today to ruminate on, to think about, to focus on. Can you tell me why integrity is here, please? Can you tell me why integrity is here, please? Wow, okay. I don't know where all of these cards are going, but what I'll do is I'm gonna do like I do when there's a whole heap. I'm gonna marry their boys all together, because this is all one message I can perceive. Right, so as follows, just to recap, our messages for today are centered around number 25, integrity, being truthful and honest while being guided by high moral standards. Number 32, which is presence. This is being focused and intentional, however, being present in the now. So that in itself is a balancing act, because when we're talking about what we believe and what we think is right, we go to matters of the past and we go to fears from the future, of the future. So to stay present is the actual balancing act. So the messages are as follows. We've got the Four of Wands. Four of Wands represents an event, represents stability. So this could be, when we're talking about stability, we're talking about the home. We're talking about an event that is pleasing. It's not in the reverse, it's not in the contrary. So we're dealing with this from a standpoint that you being honest, coming from a high moral standard, being present in how you are relating with people, the events and situations around your life will be one of joy. Four of Wands is stability, coming together, celebrations. This is where we are actively putting in work for the greater outcome. So this is us celebrating life, honoring each other, celebrating achievements, you know, helping each other to stabilize our emotions, ourselves through this journey. So it's a very beautiful energy because it's a doing energy. Wands are about action. So when any wands come up in your reading, you know that you're being called to take some type of action. And this action is around events, your home, your stability, but about coming together to support it, because this event is not just you one. This is everybody celebrating the achievements, coming together to support when things are not going so great. But this in itself is about making movements. So celebrate one another, boost each other, make sure encouraging each other, especially if you're going to be really honest, even if you don't fully recognize or are entirely enthralled by what people are doing, for instance. So you may not be into what they're into, but from a moral place, you know that it's a good thing to encourage. It is a good thing to show love. It is a good thing to speak true. So if you have positive words of affirmations to say, that will support. If you have constructive criticism, going back to yesterday's energy, if it's constructive, then that is from a place of love, not from a place of destruction. So there we see that balance. We also have recognition and reward, as we've got Six of Wands. Recognition and reward. So there are those who definitely want to be celebrated and deserve to be. Put in the work, being recognized for your achievements. And if this isn't the case, then this is why integrity and presence is here. So be present in the fact that you know what you've been putting in. If you find yourself in a space where you are not celebrated and it doesn't feel secure or stable, then one or two things are being highlighted for you today. One is which of being truthful and honest, and the other is about moving from a high moral standard in whatever you choose to do with the knowledge and the information that you possess. And then also it's about being focused and intentional, but while staying in the present. So there's a balancing act there, but it's all doable. because you're being asked to do something, but there is need for recognition and reward. So let me just give y'all a little clap, because let me tell you something. Everybody is on a different part of this journey. However, we're on the journey nonetheless. So well done for staying the course, jumping through the first hurdle, the second hurdle, and best believe there's going to be more hurdles for us to jump over. This is how we get our wisdom, and we gain our stripes, as it were. You know what I'm saying? So big up everybody. You're all big in the game. Every last one of us is big in the game. We have a big role to play. Do not diminish how big your role truly is, and let's celebrate one another. We've got the Two of Wands. Again, we've got a lot of wands. Energy, energy, action, action, action. This is like a proper action pack kind of. We've got the 4, 6, and the 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands is indicative of making a decision. Maybe you're split between two things, two ways of being, two people, two projects. But the 2 of Wands signifies that time to take the leap. Make that decision finally. Stop sitting on your hands. Make that decision. Take the action, because there's recognition and reward here, stability and celebration. So take the opportunities that are there. If there is a decision to be made, make the decision. Make the decision from a place of, yeah, from a present stance. Not what could happen, what did happen in the past, but what it is that you want right now, that intention, being intentional in the present, not always thinking about the outcome. That's big. We've got the Ace of Pentacles again. So we've got that opportunity to money. The Ace of Pentacles is all about opportunities of making, receiving, being gifted, investing in, being invested into. So people may want to invest into your business. You may want to invest in yourself. These are opportunities to grow and to cultivate currency. Money is going to be changing hands, all the more so. The more we plant those seeds of abundance, especially when we're coming from a place where our moral standards are high. We are not getting our gratification from taking away somebody's power. We are not getting our gratification through belittling and making people feel small. That would not be from a more higher place, energetically and spiritually. It's not the, that wouldn't be high moral standards. And it wouldn't be entirely honest, you know. Especially once we know something, we have to do better. We can't feign ignorance. Okay. And then we've got the Hierophant, the 5, the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is all about spiritual ascension, religiously coming together. This could be those who attend church. This is congregating together. It's, you know, encouraging, you know, testify, you know, this is us coming together to support each other through our journey. This also talks about not only religious, but spiritual counsel. So if you can see the ascension that is happening here, you know, with you going back to peace and being in your Zen place, working upon your spiritual health, there is an ascension that is happening. There is a huge ascension happening. So be present in the understanding that you are a spiritual being. You are also a magical one, full of abundance. And you are a child of the Most High. That is big. So it's continue to ascend up Jacob's ladder ascending up towards a new state of being where you are challenging your moral standards, where you are challenging your ability to be honest and truthful, and challenge being present. You know, look and observe. That's what I mean by challenge. Look and observe and make the adjustments as they come. So like I said, it may not necessarily always be traditional, but this also talks of traditional means. So this might be, you know, going to talk to a pastor about being married, or wanting to bless a child, or what's the other things you go to church for? All kinds of things, you know, the support. But this is about coming together. So yeah, man, link up with those people who help your brain to stretch further, who help you to see things in a different light, because we're all helping each other on this journey. So that's actually a really nice message, actually. So let's go into the love activation. What is being activated through our integrity and being present, recognizing stability and recognizing, celebrating triumphs, encouragement, recognizing and rewarding those around us who have supported us and continue to support us, making those decisions that we've been sitting on, taking all them opportunities to make that money. You will see it come up. And this is not taking opportunities to be paid for something that you feel is morally wrong or you feel very sick to do. If that be the case, don't do it. You know, if you feel funny, you know, doing certain roles or doing certain things that are not in line with your highest intentions, you let that go. That is what this integrity is about, making sure you feel good about what it is that you're doing, and it doesn't cause you to feel sick or to feel outside of yourself, because that's where the spiritual support is here, where you're being told to keep your spiritual health at the forefront, keep your spiritual health and your communing with like-minded people, because they will help you along. And this is not to say you won't buck your toe, and this is not to say you won't still have things to fix or to evolve from. We are all constantly evolving, and it will just continue to happen. I don't know anybody who's got it all sewn up. That's just not the journey that we are on. There is no destination, it's the journey. So every time you clock a certain level, you give yourself a pat on the back and do likewise to those around you. So what is being activated within us regarding this spread, please? Okay, so that's you. Okay. All right, so we have 4 messages. So the messages are as follows. Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Now, ain't that just what we were talking about? That's exactly what we were talking about, compassion. Okay? Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Now, that's from a high moral standard, because you know that you actively living love and sharing love is exactly what is required of us along this journey. You know, being compassionate towards yourself, moving from a place of compassion wherever you are. We've got forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Yeah, so we're talking about that forgiveness. Hey, Nakupenda, forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. So releasing the past hurts will definitely help us towards being truthful and honest, but also coming from a place where our moral standards are high. We're not coming from a low level gratification in making someone else feel small so you can feel good. That's not integrity by any means. By showing compassion, listen, sweetheart, by showing compassion and demonstrating the language of the heart, by actively sharing and living love, now that's you're onto a winner because you're also staying present and true to yourself. So integrity is a very, very big thing. We also have spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. Okay, shout out to spontaneity. Switch things up a little bit, peeps. If they're feeling a little bit samey, break the monotony, change the routine, you know, switch it up a little bit, yeah? So we have spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. Spontaneity. All right, I like that. And then we have harmony. You are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. Harmony. You are able to feel the loving, balanced connection with everything. So that's true oneness. That's what I'm going to say harmony really is to me. Is true oneness. As if you can feel a balance, you know, and you're able to feel a loving connection to actually everything that's going on, you're showing that you understand the oneness. And the oneness is, it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. To be impartial, to not assign labels or feelings towards situations, people, places, and things, recognizing they are what they are, everything plays a role. But to be in harmony with who you are and what is going on around you will support you moving forward. There's no need to fight against the grain so hard. It's just about allowing and observing yourself. So last but not least, as we go off into our words of affirmations and things to consider, just in rounding up this spread. Oh, 2 came out already. One more, have we got any more? Hard one, fly out, all around there. It's a good thing this chair's got wheels. I've got my son's gaming chair going on. Right, so, same type of message in 2 different cards, but I like the way that they've been broken up. So the first one is, I deal with challenges and obstacles in my life from a place of love. I deal with challenges and obstacles in my life from a place of love. And this is where we are checking in on our moral standards, checking in on our truth and honesty, checking in on our focus and our intention, where our focus, our intention is, and also staying present. So when you're dealing with anything today or beyond, deal with things from a place of love. What do I want from this situation? What is this person truly saying to me? Do I understand what is being said to me? What is the best response? How do I feel about this? How do I feel about what has been said to me? And what is the best response? What do I get and what does the other person get from this interaction? When you can break it down into small segments and not to just be reactive, you're able to resolve things from a more balanced state. Yeah. And then my passion ignites me. So definitely be on doing things that make you feel good, especially if we're still dealing with our integrity and staying present. Those things can come up. We can feel outside of ourselves when we don't feel, ignited by that passion. We feel like nothing much is going on. When we're feeling bored and uninspired and there's no passion, we're more likely to dig into other people's lives and wonder what they're doing and what they're not doing and what you wish they were doing. Whereas if you had your own passions that were sparking your own things, imagine what you could be doing with your own stuff, with your own life, not pennying how other people should be living their lives. This is how sometimes we find ourselves in really low places when there's not much passion or excitement going on. It's monotonous. It's just going and going and going. And those who we're interacting with just seem to just be on some different flex. So that is not where we're at. We're at enriching ourselves. And like I said at the beginning, the Four of Wands talks about celebrations and stabilizing one another. That is with words of affirmation, being truthful and honest, but coming from a high moral standard. This is how you know when you are moving from love and not from ego, and not from a place where you feel that you're doing better than somebody else, when in actual fact, everybody is where they're meant to be right now. You know, doing whatever it is that they're doing, whether we agree yes or no. Their journey is their journey, and they will get there in time. So the last message we have is, I see challenges and obstacles as a learning experience for my spiritual growth. Now, you see what I was saying about the spiritual support here, spiritual health, you know, making sure that we are looking after that side of ourselves, the importance of our spiritual health, but recognizing I see challenges and obstacles as a learning experience for my spiritual growth. Look at that. For my spiritual growth. So all of this is happening to make you wiser, make you more aware, loving, kind, compassionate, having to look within, having to check your own self, you know, giving yourself a pat on the back, encouraging those around you. So, wow, this has been a very interesting spread, one which has been quite thought-provoking. Yeah, very, very thought-provoking. Yeah. Yeah, man, on everything all right, everything all right. Yeah, let's just keep it pushing today. Yeah, coming from that place of love and remembering our integrity, which is the energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by a high moral standards. I love that. And presence. Be dead there today, not yesterday or what's going on tomorrow. The energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and the now. Big up heaven in the now. Heaven in the now. Heaven in the what? Heaven in the who? Heaven in the where? Heaven in the now. Heaven in the now. Yeah, man. Heaven in the now, family. Yeah, heaven in the now. Yeah, have yourself a bliss day. Stay present and observe. Show some love to yourself and others, and just have a great day. I love y'all. Big love, big love, big love. Take care, guys. So that has been the daily reading. I hope it was beneficial. I hope there was something in there for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. To watch the lives, live and to be interactive into the comments, I would suggest following me on IG, which is at Empress Vibrant, all one word, lowercase. I look forward to connecting you. And for your more personal readings, all the information will be in the description box below or under my services page where you can select your readings. So yeah, let's connect with each other. Let's get in. Let's see what's going on. Have yourself a bliss day. Empress Vibrant signing out. Take care.